we bought an abandoned bus from the 1950s. And today, we're gonna try to frame out this rear section. I've spent the better portion this morning trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. We've got curves, we've got rivets, we've got a secret door here to access the exhaust manifold. How do I incorporate all the things that Kate and I want while still making it look like it's from the 1950s and have hidden storage and be able to be insulated? And after all morning, I've got nothing. I have a vague idea of what I want to do. So I've decided, instead of wasting any more time drawing out plans and trying to figure out specialized measurements, let's just wing it. That's what I'm going to do. I went up to our local Big Blue box store. I picked up these 2" by 2", technically 1.5" by 1.5" bolsters. They're flat, they're nice, they're easy to work with. So we're going to start building out a frame and give it our best shot. Let's see how it goes. So I just brought everything in, and I've decided to go with the easiest route, which is just to build some real simple boxes. So first thing I want to do is I want to make sure all 4 sides are nice and flat. No big curves in them. I tested all of this when I went to the big box store. That has a little bend in it. Because this is going to be the base, I want to try to build off of something that is flat. At least mostly flat. Twisted. Okay, so the first thing I did was I cut one side totally square, just on the chop saw. And now, I'm gonna mark out 31.5 for the passenger side. I'm just making boxes. That's it. I figured this would be the easiest way to do this without a lot of fanfare, without a lot of hoopla, and build the lower frame first, and then I can start building the upper frame. So let's go get these cut, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I've got my pieces cut for the first one. It's just gonna go something just like that, and then add in one more joist. Then this will be ready to go on in. This was the easiest way that I thought of doing this. Just simply pre-drill, screw it all together. Just like that, the very first piece of framing for our 1953 bus is done. Now I just have to do the other side. All right, so I've got both of the base frames made. I just finished routing them out to fit the rivets on both sides. And now I'm gonna take some zip tape and put it on the bottom. Although we're using cedar as our base, it's just an extra barrier. That way there's no sweating and no rot. So we're gonna do this and then be back in the bus and start to install these. Well, I don't wing a lot of things, but I wung this one. If that's the right word for that. Kate and I have been trying to go through a plan with this for weeks to incorporate the exhaust manifold access door, incorporate some sort of hidden storage, spray foam. This is what we came up with. 2x2 bracing. Spray foam will go on to this back wall and inside here. This will stay a trapdoor cover with a thick piece of rock wool on it. Then we'll put some sort of backer board on, and then maybe try to bump this out a little bit more to have hidden storage. But after 6 hours, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. The next part of this frame out is this back shelf here. I haven't quite figured out what I'm gonna do yet, but I think I'm gonna put one big piece from here to there and then frame in between. I just have to get the angle right again. You might notice that we're not at the airplane hangar. We're not at our own shop, or Uncle Don's shop, I should say. Instead, we're at our friends All Cape Energy. And today, we're getting the last bit of spray foam done for our bus. Let's go check it out. So Dad, Kate, and I spent last night, we got everything taped off. Welcome to Dexter's Laboratory, Part 2.
Necessary tools of the trade. It helps me control the chaos.
Just kidding. So today, we're gonna be spray foaming the lowers below the windows, the bulkhead, and the rear. So we're gonna let Shayne get to it, and we'll show you the finished product.
Hi again, everyone. We're gonna do round 2 of spray foam on the bus for John and Kate.
So we just stepped into the bus and it's all spray foamed and done. And guys, I can't even describe how different it is. When you walk around, it doesn't ting around. It feels quiet, like I'm in a recording studio. This is just the coolest friggin' thing. This is awesome. So obviously we haven't started the bus up yet, but I can't wait to drive home with this and see how much different it is. And then some of you guys wrote in some questions for Shayne. So we're gonna get those answered, and then we're gonna take the bus back to the hangar. This is so cool though. So Shayne from All Cape Energy just called us, said our bus is done. It looks awesome. I can't believe the difference in sound once you're in here. It's no longer tinny. And with that, we had a couple of you all write in some questions. So Shayne, the first question for you is, this person would like to know the cost over traditional insulation and how much more efficient it is than your traditional fiberglass installation.
Okay, so the cost is more. It's about twice as much as the cost of traditional fiberglass. And with traditional fiberglass, you have to heat it to get your resistance, where with a foam, it's a sealed off type of insulation. So all the heat that you admit into your house stays in your house.
Gotcha. The second question from the same person is, any drawbacks to if they have specific spray foam for wet environments like bathrooms and basements, and or if they have some spray foam that's fire retardant and others that are not?
Okay, yes they do. So this is the closed cell spray foam that we use, and this is what you would want to use in a wet environment. They have an open cell spray foam, and it's not good with moisture at all. It'll just suck moisture in. And then, so as far as for fire retardant, you're only going to get a fire retardant with the closed cell foam. With the open cell foam, you have to spray another coating over that for the fire retardant.
Gotcha. And then the very last question, this is from our first video that we did with you. Why didn't we insulate the sides of this bus under the windows?
John and Kate had more work to do, so we had to do it in phases.
Oh, so now you can see it's all insulated. It looks great. It sounds great. I can't believe how much more rigid it is. And we're going to have the cameras rolling when we roll on out of here. And I'm so excited to see how quiet this is going to be.
You're going to be impressed.
Thank you so much, sir.
No problem.